Hello, and welcome back to Liferay Commerce Training. In today's video, we're going to start setting up our own custom storefront. Particularly, we're going to help Timothy Lawrence start building the Livingstone Supply Management commerce site. All right, with that, let's get started. So here in our Liferay Commerce instance, still got Tomcat running, of course. We're going to come over, we're going to leave Barrel. We're going to come over and to the control panel, sites, and sites again. All right. And we're going to click Livingstone Supply Management. We want to go back to that site. All right, so we have the hello world here, and we're just going to remove this. We don't need it anymore. It looked nice. Nice to see when we first start the instance, but it's not necessary for the platform. All right, let's remove that, and we're going to click OK. All right, moving on, we're going to upload the Content Loader app and the Fjord theme for the main Livingstone Supply Management page, or site actually. We're going to focus on first building out their platform. We're just going to import a bunch of content, and before we do that, we're going to want to upload a Content Loader app and also the Fjord theme, the theme we're going to be using for the main site, but not the commerce site. So get to that in a second. So don't follow along with me there. We're going to open up Apps and come down to the App Manager. Click that. Okay, let's go and open the options here and choose Upload. So after you click Upload, you're going to come over here, you're going to click Browse, and you're going to find your exercise folder. For me, that's kind of deep in here. But for you, once you find your exercise folder, you're just going to go to O2, Building Commerce Sites, and you're going to click on a training.content-loader. So, and this is a jar file. Open, and then you're going to come and click Install. All right, once that's successful, you're going to click the Browse button again. And fortunately, it opens up to the same page, and you're going to open the fjordtheme.war and install that as well. Okay, now we are going to close this. And next, we are going to add the content loader to the page. And let's click Livingstone Supply Management up here, slightly faster, and click the Add panel over here. And we're opening Widgets and Sample Content Loader. We can drag this to the top, that page right there. And so this is a custom widget we created for training, just so we can add a bunch of content rapidly, and you could have a similar widget made if you want to do the same as well. And so first we're going to import organizations and sites. So first, starting with organizations, let's click the Organizations tab, click the Browse button. Okay, and we're going to come here and find Livingstone Organizations. Open that and click Add Organizations. And we wait until the success notification pops up at the bottom. Then we'll move on to Sites, and notice it also always moves us back to the Users tab. So we're going to want to move over to Sites next. Click the Browse button, and we're looking for Livingstone Sites. Click Open and Add Sites. Success. Next, we're going to move on to importing the roles. Click the Roles tab, and the same process again. Click Browse, and Livingstone Roles. Open, Add Roles. Success. Move on to User Groups, second to last one. Here we go. Browse, Livingstone Groups. There it is. open, and click the Add User Groups button and wait for that notification. There it is. Okay, last section, browse. Users, which is Livingstone users, is right there. Open, click the button, Add Users, and we wait for the pop-up. And this one will take a while because there are a lot of users we're adding here. All right, now that we've got the success notification, we can just come up, open the menu, and double check. So users and organizations, and as long as all the users are there, then all the other things should have been successful as well. Looks like there are 6 pages of users, 104 different users we have now. Okay, so moving on, we're going to import pages next for the site. So we're going to come down to Publishing and Import. Okay, click the Add button in the top right corner. Click Select File. And we're going to open the Livingston Supply Management pages.lar. So .lar is just a Liferay specific file for importing Liferay pages or content and things like that. So we'll wait for that to load, and then we'll click Continue. And then we're going to come down and we're going to click Import. All right, and that's going to take a few minutes to load. We'll see, maybe not that long. All right, now that that's successful, you see the green box there. All right, the next thing we're going to do, now that we have pages imported, we can go and look at them, go to Site. All right, and so now you see we have a really minimalistic site built out for Livingstone Supply Management. They have home, about, contact pages, and they have this nice little banner here. But we were going to want to update the look and feel, make it look a little nicer than this. So we're going to go into Build Pages, and we're going to change the theme. Okay, so as you can see, we have these public pages. We're going to click the Configuration option right here. Okay. And now we're going to come down to Change Current Theme, click that button. And the Fjord theme is there because we imported that earlier, or uploaded. Click that, current theme is changed. And before saving that, we're also going to want to come change the logo. So let's come down, click Change. Select LSM logo, open, have it right there. Save. Okay, and now we have that logo, and we're going to click Go to Site to see how the site looks. Okay. All right, this looks pretty good. We don't really need the name here, so we actually could go back into Pages and get rid of that. So we're just going to click into here and get rid of Show Site Name and save. And we'll go back to Site. There, and that looks better. We have their new logo up, and we have a nice navigation menu and their nice, this nice hero image right here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to start focusing on the storefront itself, and we're going to add an organization. So come up in here to the control panel, Users, Users and Organizations. We're going to click the Organizations tab, and then we're going to click Add. And Organization. Okay, we're going to call this organization Livingstone or Livingston Supply Management. It's just a regular organization, doesn't have a parent organization, but we do want to add an organization site. So because it's a B2B site, we want to use an organizational site to have sub-organizations, to have those accounts for the businesses we're going to do business with. All right, and we're not going to create any basic site templates for this. We're going to do that all ourselves. So we're going to come and click Save. Oops, we're actually going to call it Livingston Supply Management Store, like it says in the instructions. Okay, so we're going to save that again. Still create site and click Save. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to start adding pages. So we open the menu, open the site administration panel, and we come down and choose to go to the site we just created. Okay, so we click the My Sites tab, and we find the correct site. And so that's all the way down here, the one with 0 child sites. All right, so now let's create a new private page. And this will be for the dashboard. It's going to be a widget page, and we're going to call it dashboard. Hit enter or click save. All right, and then we're going to just choose one column and click save again. Excellent. Next, we're going to add widgets to that page. So let's open this up, or we can just click go to site. That's a little faster. So we have the dashboard page here. We're going to click add and widgets, commerce, and we're going to add a few dashboard widgets. So first, we're going to do the dashboard KPI, which is right here. We'll drag that to the top of the page. Then the dashboard period selector will drag right underneath that. And then the dashboard forecast chart underneath that one. And that's it. Don't worry if it says dashboard KPI is temporarily unavailable like it does on my screen, or if you don't have enough data down here. I mean, you won't. No users have made any orders yet, so you're definitely not going to have anything filled out here. But this will all get fixed later as we go through the course. All right, next we're going to focus on creating another page for the catalog. So open the menu again, build pages in site administration again, and we're going to add a private page, another private page. And again, it's going to be a widget page, and we're going to call it catalog. This time we're going to choose the 2-column option, the 3070 option, so a little one then a big one, which is what it's already on. Come down here and click Save. We're going to add this to the navigation menu because pages are not automatically added to the navigation menu for commerce, specifically because we don't want all of the pages accessible via navigation. We want them accessible when you click on products. Okay, so we're going to click in default private, add in the top right corner here, and we're going to add a page. Okay, open up Livingston Supply Management. Oh, sorry, we're going to have to click private pages first. Then under Livingston Supply Management, we add the catalog page. Okay, moving on. Next, we're going to go to Site and go to that catalog page we just created. There it is. Click on it. All right, and it's empty, so we're going to want to add some widgets. Okay, click Widgets, Commerce. We're going to want the Commerce Search Results widget to display all our products. And so that is down here. It's just called Search Results. And we're going to drag that to the bigger column on the right. Above that, I actually did this out of order from the exercise, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to add a search bar above that too. There we go. So now we have a search bar for people to search through the products once we have them, and products will automatically be displayed right here. Okay. Well, next we're going to configure a few settings. We want to add the countries we're going to do business with. So go down to Commerce, Settings in Site Administration, and click the Countries tab, the second one. And then we're going to come over here and click the Add button. If you happen to look here in the Countries tab in the Barrow site we created, it would be filled with a list of most of the world's countries, but we have to add them manually when we create a custom site like this. So we're going to put United States as the name. Billing and shipping are allowed. And then we're going to change the active slider over here to yes and click Save. Next, we're going to add a region to this country. And we're going to click the Add button over here. And we're going to add California. That's where the warehouse is. So we're going to add California, and the code we're looking for is going to be 3166-2:US-CA for the United States and California, because this code here, this stands for United States, and then obviously we're specifying California right there. And we're just going to click the slider down here under where it says active, change it to yes, so we have this region as active. And the last thing we're going to do is click Save. And now we have our region added to the United States. So California has been added, and feel free to add more regions. And if you want, you can also add different countries and add their regions as well. All right, now we're going to click the Add button. Add some currencies here. Or really, we're just going to add the US dollar, and you can add more if you'd like. All right, so the name, US dollar. The code might look familiar. It's 3166-2, and this time US. All right, we're not going to change any of this. We're just going to click the active slider and the primary slider. And then the Save button, of course. Moving on. Let's configure the exchange rate for the US dollar. All right, we're going to change the exchange rate provider to European Central Bank and click Auto Update, yes, then Save. All right, now that that's done, the last thing we're going to do is add a way to get from that main site, that main Livingstone Supply Management site, to the Livingstone Supply Management store. So this means we're going to go back to the main site, click the site selector, select Livingstone Supply Management right there. All right, and then we're going to go to Build Pages again. Click Add and Public Page. Widget page. Oh, sorry, not a widget page. A link to URL. And we're going to type store as the name. All right, and the URL we're going to link from is, or link to, is http://localhost 8080-group Livingstone Supply Management, and you can just copy and paste this on the right, but I'm looking at instructions, so I've got to type it all out. All right, store, and that's it, and click Save. Okay, now that's done. If you want to see what we did, you can click Go to Site. And up here, there's the store. And it takes us right back to the dashboard here. All right, that concludes this exercise. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next video.